How's it going? I hope you enjoyed seeing this candle project come together. I just wanted to talk you through the process of how I made these. They're super easy, and how I came up with the idea in the first place. So this is not my original idea. A while ago, I was walking through Joann's craft and fabric store that we have here in town, and they had this display full of gorgeous candles, and I just started studying it, and I thought, you know what? I think I could replicate something very similar to that using flowers out of my own garden and for probably a lot less expensive. So I think they have these marked $16.99, and in the end I broke down all the costs and figured out that we're just right at about $8 per candle when you make them at home yourself. Plus, I mean, it's kind of a special way to preserve some of your garden in a really unique way. So I always start by thinking, what part of this project can I get at the dollar store? So I went down to our Dollar Tree, and they had these clear glass candle holders right here and a pack of votives for two for $1. So they were 2-pack for $1. So you get like the bulk, the infrastructure of your project for $1.50. The cost comes in when you buy your resin, which I'm sure I've done zero research on flower, what's this called? Floral setting resin. I'm sure you can get it maybe in bigger quantities where it's less expensive per candle. But I found out that I could get about 2.5 candles out of one package, and this was $18. And this was what Joann's had. So I just walked around the store after I saw this display. I thought, what did they use? Like, I was kind of trying to look. It was all closed, so I couldn't tell. When I got it home, I could like poke the stuff to see if it was hard or gel-like. And so anyway, that is what I found, and it worked really well. I did one kind of prototype candle just to see how it worked. I don't have it on the table with me because I figured out some stuff while I was working on that first one. And then I have my bin full of dried flowers. This is just leftovers from last year. And so it wasn't even like I had prime stuff to use. Like, I'm super excited for this year since we're going to be doing so many flowers. I really want to make a concerted effort to get some really neat things pressed and dried so I have a lot of abundance for wintertime projects like this. But I still think that they came out quite pretty. This was the next one I made right here. There's a straw flower in there. I think that that is Play in the Blues salvia right there. There's a heuchera, peachberry ice, and we've got ferns. There's a Japanese anemone, and I did pop some stones down in this one just because I wanted to experiment and see what it would look like. And then the next two I made, I think this one is the most fun. I had this tiny little itty bitty fairy, and so I thought, what would it look like if I backed that votive candle up toward the back so it's not actually centered? So if you take a look here, it's not centered, but that doesn't bother me at all because I was able to create kind of a little naturescape with the little fairy in there. And there's little pebbles in the bottom. So the thing I did first, my first step was to figure out how much resin I needed inside my candle holder. So I'm going to move this stuff around a little bit. So to do that, I just poured some water, just plain water, in the container, and then popped my candle down in there until I figured out like what the perfect ratio was. And then I lifted this out and measured how much water was in there. And that let me know how much resin I needed to mix up. So I think it was right around 4.5 or 5 ounces. And you just do one part. There's two things in here. There's a hardener and a resin, and you just do a 50-50 mix. So it's super easy. And then once you get that in your cup, you have to stir it for 6 minutes. And the instructions are extremely explicit about the fact that you have to stir for no less than 6 minutes. So that's what I did, turned on a timer, and then I poured it in to my candle holder, sunk my votive in there, and then just popped my flowers in. But the thing about this resin is it does take 12 hours to gel. So it's something you either want to start really late at night or first thing in the morning, because you'll put your flowers in there and then they'll all want to kind of float to the top. So you have to make sure to kind of check on it at like hours 9, 10, 11. And then I had a giant skewer, which, do I have another one? This is just for like shish kebabs. I just had this in one of my kitchen drawers. So I would come in here like at hour 9, 10, and 11, and I would just kind of push my flowers back down into position until like at the very end, like at hour 11, the gel is fairly hard-ish. You can still manipulate stuff a little bit, but you can just set your flowers right exactly where you want them. So that was probably the thing I learned the most in this process. The first one, I didn't really realize that, so kind of all my flowers are up at the top. But other than that, it's super easy. So anyway, that's pretty much all there is to this project. Super easy, very minimal supplies, and really fun way to utilize some of your dried flowers. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this project. If you give it a go and try this out, I would love to see what you come up with. So make sure to tag me on social media so I can see your creations. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.